Hello everyone, this is our 28th video tutorial under the GCSE topic revision session called Quadratic Inequalities. I would greatly advise you, if you have any doubt in the inequalities, please refer to our previous tutorial which is 27 linear inequalities to get some basic foundation knowledge on inequalities, then look at the quadratic inequalities. Otherwise, you won't be getting that ideas of how we solve these equations. On the quadratic inequalities, there is some theory you need to follow because this type of question carries more marks and considered as level 7, level 8 question because it involves factorization, graphs, and inequality. Three topics together bundled as quadratic inequalities and with more marks. So I would advise you to brush up your factorization knowledge and brush up your quadratic graphs. We already done under tutorial 10, then inequality tutorial 27. Just brush up all this knowledge and watch this video for quadratic inequality. And let's look at some exam style questions. Hi, this is the tutorial we are going to discuss in this video session. If you like to download the tutorial, please refer to the link in the description. You can purchase the tutorial, the hard copy, the PDF files without any copyright issues. If you are a tutor, you can print and distribute to your students by purchasing the tutorial by block of 25. The first 25 tutorials are ready and the link provides you to purchase that block. Once we finish the 26 to 50, we will release the second batch, then you can purchase that one. Or you can download the tutorials from our website also. The website address is www.smart-tutors.co.uk/worksheet.php. Under the year 11 section, you can download the tutorials. Let's look at the exam style questions. Question number 1, x squared plus 6x plus 8 less than 0. As I said before in the introduction, this quadratic inequality involves lots of subtopics. The topics are you need to be familiar with factorization, especially quadratic factorization, and also sketching the graph and inequality basic knowledge which we discussed in the previous tutorial number 27. If you don't have this 3 tutorial, by watching this tutorial it's going to be paid and it's going to be hard, right? I'm not going to be explaining the quadratic factorization in this topic, otherwise this video is going to be lengthy more than an hour. So I'm trying to make it as fast as I can. Assume that you have a good knowledge in factorization and inequalities. Let's start the question number 1. First of all is a quadratic expression on the left hand side. I'm going to put the 2 brackets, which is the normal way how we do the quadratic factorization. Factors of 8 is 2 and 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. So x plus 2, x plus 4 is the factorization, less than 0. And you have to refer to the previous tutorial for the factorization. Now, what we want to do next step is x plus 2 equals 0. That gives x equal minus 2. X plus 4 equals 0. That gives x equal minus 4. So we have 2 values of x, which is minus 2 and minus 4, which is both of them are you need to draw in a sketch. So minus 4 comes here, minus 2 comes here. Actually, this graph indicated by a quadratic graph. We already studied quadratic graph tutorial number 10. So the quadratic graph with the x squared as a positive is a happy face. So happy face, why I say happy face means happy face graphs always like this one. Sad face graph is the other way around because if it is a minus there, it's a sad face graph, right? So happy face graph is, this is the nature of the quadratic. Because of this, my first question I'm going to be discussed in detail. Then later the questions I'm going to leave it speeding up. Right? Now, first step what you want to do from here to here is a factorization. Second step what you want to do, you need to find the two values of where the quadratic graph touch the x-axis here. -4 on your left hand side, -2 on your right hand side. You know that number line, that's how they construct it. Happy face graph is the third step. Next step is the sign here, less than. The graph is less than 0. Less means below the x-axis. Less means below the x-axis. More means above the x-axis. When the question comes above, I will discuss that later. Now concentrate less. The graph is facing less, means below the x-axis. That means this is the range. Why? Because this is the graph below the x-axis. So the darkened graph is below the x-axis, means the points are between -4 and -2. That is the answer. Right? Question number 2. 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. So first of all, we need to put the brackets less than equal to 0. So 2 times 3 is 6. Factors of 6 is 1 and 6, 2 and 3. But factors need to be taken away. So 6 take away 1 is 5. So 2x here, 2x here, and minus 6 plus 1. Then this one can simplify by 2. So this is going to be x minus 3, 2x plus 1. This is the very quickest method of I do the quadratic factorization. Please refer to the previous topic, algebraic fractions, topic 3 and topic 2 for the quadratic factorization. Less than equal to 0. That is my first step. Second step, you need to find out the value. So x minus 3 equals 0. X equal 3. 2x plus 1 equals 0. So x equal minus half. These are the two values we found. In the graph sheet, so minus half here and 3 here. Right? So minus half here and 3 here. And now it's below the x-axis. It's again a quadratic graph. It's going like that. So now below the x-axis means this is the portion we are talking about. Right? So minus half less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. Reason why I put the equal sign, because question itself has the equal sign. So you keep the equal sign as it is. It's between. Why is between? Is below. Below means you can combine together. That is the question number 2. Question number 3, x squared minus 64 less than 0. This is factorization again. X squared minus 8 squared less than 0. X minus 8, x plus 8 less than 0. So x minus 8 equals 0. So x equal 8. X plus 8 equals 0. X equal minus 8. So the line here is minus 8 and positive 8. Again is a quadratic graph, happy face graph, because x squared is positive. Now it's less than, so below, so the answer is minus 8 less than x less than here 8. That is the answer for question number 3. Question number 4, x squared minus 6x is greater than 0. So I'm factorizing x minus 6 greater than 0. Now in this one, x can be 0. So x can be 0. X minus 6 can be 0. So x equal 6. So in the number line, 0 is one end, 6 is another end. So it's a quadratic graph again. What is greater means above. Greater means above means, have a look at this one careful. So this section and this section, right? So above means only two portions are above the x-axis. Those are the portions, right? So the value of these points are more than x. So the way I do is, I put the 6 here, the x is coming after that one, so this side, we always right hand side is greater, and there's an equal sign, I put the equal sign. When these two sections come separately, the inequality cannot be joined together, so you need to write as separately. So 0 is this point, I write x is coming left hand side, and this side, left hand side, always less, so x is less, x is towards to the pointer, which is the less, equal sign. So these are the two solutions you need to provide separately, cannot be combined, separately as an answer for the question number 4. Question number 5, x squared plus 2x plus 8 greater than 35. Careful, you need to bring all the quadratic elements to one side, so minus 35 need to become to one side, greater than 0. X squared plus 2x minus 27 greater than 0. Now 27, what are the factors of 27? 1 and 27, 3 and 9, that is the only factors I know. 27 take away 1 is 26, 9 take away 3 is 6, it's not coming. There's no factors coming, so how do I proceed with this one, right? This is where we studied quadratic formula or completing the square. So you have to take this as a challenge, right? If this question comes in a GCSE exams, it should be definitely more than 5 marks, I would say, right? So quadratic formula you need to apply. So separately, x equal minus b plus or minus square root of b squared, which is 2 squared is 4, minus 4ac. So 4 times a is 1 times c is minus 27 over 2a. 2 times 1 is 2. So x can be, you consider plus, you get answer, consider minus, you get 2 answers. So I'm going to use the calculator to find out the answer for x. Let's use my scientific calculator here. So on the calculator, right, so how to do this one? So this fraction sign, we already discussed this in quadratic formula, minus 2 plus, I'm considering plus, square root of 4 minus 4 times 1 times negative, I'm putting minus 27 bracket, and 2 is down, and the answer is that, and I'm going to make it as a 4.29. So x is 4.29, so the positive answer. For the negative answer, so the negative answer, what we are going to do is, so I'm going to go and change this sign. Minus 6.29. That's more than enough. So minus 6.29. You can leave it as a third form if you like, but there's no instructions given here. So in the number line, negative number comes on the left hand side, minus 6.29, and the 4.29 here, and it's a positive quadratic graph, so happy face, it's going like that, and it's greater. Greater means what? It's above the x-axis, which is this portion and this portion separated. So all what you want to do is 4.29, x is greater, so x is towards the right hand side. That is one question. X is less than minus 6.29. That is another inequality here. Question number 6 here. Find the range of the values of x which satisfy this one. So 12x squared, bring everything to one side, 12x squared minus 3x minus 4x minus 2 minus 8 less than or equal to 0. So 12x squared minus 7x minus 10 less than or equal to 0, right? So I have no idea what is the factors, but I can use the quadratic formula, but I would like to do the normal method first to find out the factors first. If there's no factors, I will go for the quadratic formula. 12 times 10 is 120. 120, I know 10 times 12 is 120. 12 take away 10 is 2. It's not coming. 15 times 8. Yeah, 15 times 8 is 120. And 15 take away 8 is 7. Yes. So 2 brackets possible. So 12x here. 12x here. And minus 15 plus 8 less than equal to 0. So this one can simplify by 3. So 4x minus 5. And this one can be simplified by 4. So 3x plus 2. That is the final factorization answer. Now x can be positive 5 over 4. X can be negative minus 2 over 3. Right? And in the number line, minus 2 over 3, 5 over 4, and it's a happy face graph, and below the x-axis. So below the x-axis means this is the portion. So you can combine the answer together, minus 2 upon 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5 over 4. That is the answer for question number 6. Question number 7. Solve the following quadratic inequalities. Let's do this one. So x equal minus 3, x equal minus 6. So in the number line, this minus 6 comes here and minus 3 comes here. Is a happy face graph and it's less than. So below minus 6 less than minus 3. That is the final answer for the question number 8. Here x equal 4, x equal minus 1, and in the number line, so minus 1 and 4, and this is the quadratic graph, and this is greater, and this is up, and this is up here. So now x is greater than 4 and x is less than minus 1, right? And now here x squared plus 2x plus 8 less than 35 greater than 0. I think it's the same questions what we did before. So let me quickly check. X squared plus 2x minus 27 greater than 0. 2x minus 27. Let me quickly go through the previous question. This 2x no. Yes, this is the answer. So it's same as the question number 5. So this is same as question number 5. So we'll skip to the question number 8. X squared minus 5x minus 1 less than 0. So all what you want to do is, there's no factors, you need to find out x equal minus b, so minus of minus b plus or minus b squared, which is minus 5 squared is 25, minus 4 times 1 times c minus 1 over 2a, 2 times 1 is 2. So x equal plus 5 plus or minus 25 minus that minus plus 4 over 2. So this is the answer. You can use the calculator to get the in a decimal format, which is very handy to understand where is this coming. So 5 plus square root of 29 below is 2. So the answer is 5.19. 5.19 is the positive answer, and negative answer is the same calculation you use, but you need to go and change the let me put that again in case if I make a mistake. So 5 minus square root of 29, and below it's going to be 2, and previously I put the positive, now it's a negative, minus 0.19. So we know two answers are possible, which is in the number line. Negative answer always left hand side, minus 19 and 5.19. And it's a quadratic graph, and a happy face graph is going like that. So it's a less than, so below the curve. So my answer is minus 0.19, like that, 5.19. Why is that? Because of in between. So this is the answer for the question number 8. Question number 9 is, you're going to do the 2 times 3 is what? 6. Right? So 2 times 3 6. The factors of 6 are 1 and 6, 2 and 3. When you're taking away, nothing is going to give the 2. Right? So again, you need to use the quadratic formula. So minus b, so minus of minus 2, plus or minus b square is 4, minus 4 times a times minus 3, 2a, 2 times 2 is 4. So x equal 2 plus or minus square root of 4 minus time minus plus 4 times 2 is 8, 24 over 4. So the x answer is 2 plus or minus 28 over 4. So consider plus, consider minus, x is. So you can do that quickly by using the calculator. 0 calculator 2 plus square root of 28 and below is 4, and answer is 1 plus, so the answer is 1.82. 1.82. And the same calculation, you need to go and change the answer. You will get another answer. Let me check this one. My calculator is a little bit of frozen now. Right, so one answer is possible. So the second one is, you need to use the same formula but with a minus. 2 minus root 8, root 28, making a careless mistake, and 4 here, and that is the answer, minus 0.82. As looks okay, minus 0.82. So for my handwriting, it is a little problem with this light pen. Right, that is the number line. So this is minus 0.82. 1.82. Again, look at the graph. It's a happy face graph. So happy face goes like that. Greater, so above means this portion and this portion. So how to do that one? X is on the right hand side. 1.82. I'm putting the equal sign because the question itself has the equal sign. And here x is less than minus 0.82 because left hand side always less, and you need to put the equal sign as well. Now question number 10. Let's do this one very quickly. X plus 3, x plus 4. I'm not saying anything. You know how to factorize now. And x equal minus 3, x equal minus 4. And this is the number line. Minus 4 comes here, minus 3 comes here. And this is a happy face graph. And greater means up, minus 3, like that. This is one answer. And x less than minus 4, that is the. So these are the two portion comes above x-axis. Now you've got some idea how I'm doing. This is the final answer for the question number 10. Question number 11, here is the important thing. You may be thinking, this guy is doing like all the questions as a happy face graph. Where is the sad face graph and how to do that one? Here, have a look of this one. When the minus x squared, when minus x squared comes, the graph is a sad face graph, and this is the shape. But in the last exercise or in the last tutorial, I told you in inequality, when you times by minus the entire stuff, the inequality changes its sign. Even though it's a sad face graph, what I'm going to do is times by minus everywhere. So if you times everything by minus, this becomes x squared plus 2x minus 8. Inequality changes its sign to other way around. Now your factors are x plus 4, x minus 2 less than or equal to 0. So the technically what I'm trying to say is, even if it is a sad face graph, change it to a happy face graph by timesing. Make sure inequality sign is changed, then do the question as normal. X equal minus 4, x equal 2, and the number line says minus 4 here and 2 here, and it's a happy face graph. And it's a happy face graph means it's below, and below means it's less than this portion. So minus 4 equal x equal 2. So this is the final answer for the question number 11. Question number 12, same technique I'm going to use, negative timesing. So x squared minus x minus 12 greater than 0. So x minus 4 in one bracket, x plus 3, it's a factorization, and then x equal 4, x equal minus 3. So this is going to be minus 3, this is going to be 4, and now this graph is a happy face graph. So happy face graph, I changed the question. Oh, I forgot. This is where people make mistake. So this inequality sign is wrong. Why? When I'm timesing by negative, everything negative I change, inequality sign has to be changed to the other side. So it's below, so below means, less means below the x-axis, minus 3, x 4. There's no equal sign, so I'm not putting any equal sign for the question. Question number 13, so again same technique, x squared minus 7x minus 8 less than or equal to 0. And this is x minus 8, x plus 1 less than or equal to 0. And this is 8 and minus 1, happy face graph, and below the answer is, and this is going to become equal, minus 1 and 8. And that is the answer for the question number 13. Wow, that is the end of the video tutorial on the quadratic inequalities. This is very important and a little bit harder and considered as a A-star topics in the level 8 and 9. Hope you understand the tutorial, the technique we explain, how to do this question quickly. Do this one by practicing. If you have some questions, trying to gain the knowledge from here and trying to do on your own, if you can do this one under less than a minute, that is very good. And if you do like the video, please give us a thumbs up and write something in the comment column. If you face any problem on this on these questions, please write that question number and ask some opinion. Or if you have some questions in the other tutorials or in the school, if you are struggling on the same topic, you can discuss in the comment column. I will try to answer that on the same day or maximum on the next day based on my availability. Please send us the link to your friends who need some support on the maths. The time is clicking now, so your exams, the people who taking the exams this summer, May, June, it's less than 100 days, and please share the video with your friends if they need help on the maths. Definitely they can make use of this video to boost their grades up. Thank you so much for your time watching our videos.